Okay, guys, Sergio Torreros, Hispanic influencer. Okay, in this video, I want to talk to you guys about media buying, why it's not working, and well, mostly is I want to show you guys. For the one that are listening to my podcast, you guys can find the video in YouTube in how to media buy your company, how to do media buying. Oh, anyway, I want to put the link in the description. But the one that watching the video, I want to basically give you the basics of media buying and why probably it's not working for you guys. So media buying, and I'm talking about traditional media buying, radio, TV, billboards, and also digital, right? If you're doing PPC, if you're doing social media, if you whatever kind of sponsor advertising that you're doing in social media, or if you're doing Google ads, it apply to the same, right? This is the basics, this is the foundations. Okay, so I'm going to show you real quick here in my screen for the ones that I just listening. I'm gonna trying to describe as much as I can. Okay, for media buying, let me show you here. Okay, perfect. First, you had to identify, your budget. You had to make sure that you understand how much money you have available. Now, it's not like how much money I can spend today. This is how much money I can spend in 1 year in the monthly basis that will not compromise your business. Okay. If you can't afford a long investment, will be hard for you to see results. And as long as we go with the process, you will understand more. Okay, so first specify your budget, then you have to start approaching media companies for negotiations. Now, what I mean by that is, like, for example, we are an advertising agency and we have some media buying power, right? You as a business owner, you probably will not have as enough leverage because you probably have $100,000 or $50,000 or just $1,000. Depends on your budget is how you want to negotiate. But just to make sure you guys you guys understand, everything is negotiable. Okay, so don't be discouraged. You're gonna start negotiating now. Other aspect of negotiation is what can be negotiated, right? What is in in the table. That's why we always recommend, have a media buying agent. And most of them, or for example us, we've in charge, media companies, we have a standard commission fee of 15%. Most of the advertising agencies work with that, depends on the budget, but they can do it. I will not cost you anything. Some media companies, what they say is that, okay, if you go with an advertising agency, it will cost you more, it will cost you 15% more. That is lie, guys. Why? Because as a media buying agency, you know how to buy advertising, and the cost per thousand, right? We have a metric which is called CPM, and we basically buy impressions and how much people we reach. It's not about the price that they establish, it's about how much is worth, the audience that they want to bring to us. Now that you have a budget, now that you basically understand how to negotiate, if you don't know how to negotiate, you can contact us. We can do it for you guys. Will cost you anything. Tracking, right? You had to establish tracking systems for your advertising wherever you advertise, or whenever or where, yeah, in which, it doesn't matter which station or media platform you use, you have to be able to track. If not, you're going to lose a lot of money without knowing what's happening. Then the creative, okay, this is the process where it starts getting tricky, because in other video I talk about this, And basically, a lot of companies, what they do is replicate what they seen their competitors are doing, and this is a huge mistake because you don't know the budget that they're using and if it's working or not. So for you, I want you guys to understand is creative is in base of your audience, not in base of what you think your audience wants. Okay, do some research, what your audience wants, their behaviors, and then you can start creating you creative what you want to use. Then establish a launch date and an end date to start tracking. Right, schedule your campaign is really important, so you know when you start and how you want to measure that. Then of course in our end we need approval of our clients, of our creatives, so we do that. That is the next step. Then as soon as it launch, this is what we have to have in place. Okay, by the date that we launch in our campaign, what we have to have in place is the art, right? Everything is aligned, the message is clear the best as we can. The staff knows, and this is a huge mistake that a lot of companies make, that they launch campaigns and the staff, they don't even know that they have a special or promotion, or they're doing radio, or they're doing TV. And it happened to us a lot, where we understand, the business perspective in what to offer and what to promote, and the staff, they don't even have a clue that we're running that. And of course, by at that point, we trained them. We actually trained how to sell the promotion and the reasons of that promotion. Okay, of course, like I said, the next step that you have to have in place by the launch date is the tracking system, and probably you're going to need a landing page. Okay, so it is really important to have those factors, where people are going to end, where you're going to track them, if you're going to receive calls or you're going to send them to a landing page. You have to make sure everything is aligned by that point. Then as soon as you start launching, if you're not getting enough calls or you're not getting the result that you're looking for, don't get discouraged, because what you have to do is set a cost per uh, client. Well, there's three factors you have to set, right? Cost per click if it's digital, right? Cost per, but for us, in the overall, what you have to understand is that you have to establish a cost per client. Write it down. Cost per client, cost per lead. Okay, a lead is not a client yet. Okay, and the cost per acquisition. I'm gonna explain. Cost per acquisition is the one bought your product and acquired. Okay, so it was the transaction was complete. The cost per lead. The cost per lead is how much it costs me the today for they to inquire in my product, understand my product or service, right? And it probably is not closed yet, it's not a client yet, but it's a hot lead, is someone interested. And basically how I define it is the person that can and want my product, can buy my product, they have the financial capability to do it, and they want it, but we haven't been able to close it. So but that is a lead. Okay, then you have to get into the sales training, which I want to do another video about it. But the cost per call, you have to make sure how much each call is costing you. Okay, because then down the road you're going to have to be able to find out where the funnel selling system is failing. Okay, the cost per call, how much it costs me for my phone ring with my advertising, the lead, and how much each client is costing me. That is the overall picture of the basics of media buying. And that's it. Basically, when you partner with a marketing agency or when you partner with an advertising agency, this is going to be the process that is going to be going on. Okay. See you guys in the next video. Hope you guys like it. Put your comments there. If you guys have any questions, if you guys have any situation where you guys need help, let me know. You guys can find me in any social media as Hispanic influencer. Thank you so much. See you guys later.